Hello everyone, I'm Mohit Jain from MJ's Maths and Stats, that MJ Magic Studio to you. Find the least number which when divided by leaves a remainder in each case. And we know the drill to find the least number, isn't it? Least number would be LCM of all divisors plus the common remainder. So the least number we are looking out for is LCM of 12, 15, 20 and 54 plus 8, because we get 8 as remainder in each case. Now LCM of 15, 12, 20 and 54 would be 54 into 10. Okay, it would be 540 and we need to add 8, that is 548. Option A. How many 3-letter password can be formed using the English alphabets? We have got 26 alphabets such that the 3 letters are different. Repetition not allowed. We need to take 3 at a time out of 26 and arrange them. That can be done in 26 P3 ways. That is 26 into 25 into 24. Option C fits in. A total of 750 candidates appeared in an examination. 70% of boys and 65% of girls passed the examination. So we have this equation. B plus G is 750 and 70% of boys means 0.7 B plus 65% of girls 0.65 G is equals to, the total pass percentage was 68%, that is 0.68 into 750. So 0.68 into 750 is 510. I need the value of B, find the number of boys who appeared in the examination. So let me equate with the G. Two times 4, 5, 0. Butterflies. There are 750 candidates. Okay. 70% of boys cleared the examination and 65% of girls cleared the examination. And thus 68% of the overall lot clears the examination. 70 minus 68 is 2. 68 minus 65 is 3. Just divide 750 in the ratio of 3:2. Number of boys are 3 by 5 of 750. That is 450. This is known as 2-second solution, TSS. Answer 450. Instead of finding 28% of a number, Shaloni incorrectly found 82% of the number. She got an answer which is 550 more than the actual answer. What is the actual answer? Let us take that the number is n. Then she was supposed to find 28 by 100 n, but she calculated 82 n by 100, and thus she got an answer which is 540 more than the actual. That means 82 n by 100 minus 28 n by 100 is 540. 82 minus 28 is 54. That is 540 into 100. That means the number which we are looking out for is 1000. Now what is the actual answer? Actual answer is 28% of the number. So actual answer is 28% of 1000, that is 280. Option B. There are two types of milk, type A and type B. Type A, the selling price is 50% more than the cost price. So suppose for type A, our cost price is 100 then selling price is 150 and profit is rupees 50. For type B, it is 20% more. So suppose for type B, if cost price is 100, then SP is 120 and we are making a profit of 20 rupees per liter. If these two types are mixed and sold at their own marked price in the ratio 3:2, that means this seller is selling 3 liters of A and 2 liters of B. Then by selling 3 liters of A, he is making 150 rupees profit, and by selling 2 liters of B, he is making rupees 40 as the profit. So his total profit is 190 rupees on how much? 3 liters cost price would be 300 and 2 liters cost price here would be 200 on rupees 500. So overall percentage would be 38%. But the entire language of the sum is deceptive. If these two types are mixed in the ratio 3:2 and sold, someone may also deceive this as mixture is sold. If mixture is sold, then what would be the marked price of the mixture? We don't know. What would be the profit percentage cannot be determined in that case. So if instead of there, the marked price is given, answer is cannot be determined. You cannot determine the marked price unless and until this is known to us. If this is known to us, if these two types are mixed in the ratio 3:2 and sold, what is sold? Are they sold individually or these two types of milk are sold as a mixture? If they are sold as a mixture, answer is cannot be determined. We cannot find how much profit he is making. A, B, C are three pipes attached to a cistern. A and B can fill the pipe respectively in 20 minutes and B in 30 minutes, while C can empty the cistern in 15 minutes. Empty in 15 minutes. Let's convert this into their efficiency rates. Common multiple of 20, 30, 15 is 60. Let the task or the capacity of the cistern is 60 liters. A can fill 60 liters in 20 minutes. That means A efficiency rate is 3 liters in 1 minute. B is 2 liters in 1 minute. And C is pumping out 4 liters every minute. Now what is happening? A, B and C be kept open successively for 1 minute each. First A will pump in plus, B will pump in plus, and C will pump it out. Every minute this will keep on. So when A is pumping in, it is pumping in 3 liters. When B is pumping in, it is pumping in 2 liters. And now we have 5 liters in the tank. Now C time begins and pump out 4. That means at the end of 3 minutes, there is only 1 liter water in the cistern. Cistern is 60 liters and there is only 1 liter at the end of very first minute. Now the trick here is try to find the total of this additive property, that is 5. Okay, and here we have 4. So be on the best cautious side. Let's drop it to 5 and 5. That means minus 2 minute, minus 2 liter. Okay, now tell me, if I do it minus 2, here A is pumping in 3 liters. Clear? So if I do minus 3 here, that means 57 liters are there in how many minutes? 57 into 3, that is 171 minutes. 57 liter water is there in 171 minute, and the very next minute A will come in. Very next minute A will come in and add 3 liter to it. That means by the end of 172 minutes, the cistern would be full, isn't it? But you can see that 172 is not there in the option. That means what? We need to move again back 1 liter. Tell me the time in which 56 liters are filled in. 56 liter is there in 168 minutes. Okay, so the next 3 liter in next 1 minute, then again next 1 liter in next half minute. So by the end of 169 and a half, that is 170 minutes, the tank would be full once again. No options. That means what? We need to keep on trying moving backward. Give me in how much time 55 liters would be there in the tank. 55 liters would be there in the tank in 165 minutes. Then A will come, will add up what? 3 liters in next 1 minute. Then B will come, will add up 2 more liters in next 1 minute. 60 liters would be there in the tank by the end of 167th minute. Answer is 167. An inlay pipe A lets water in the tank at 2 liters per minute. That is A's efficiency, 2 liters in 1 minute. And another pipe B lets water in at 3 liters per minute. There is an outlay pipe at the bottom which can empty the tank in 10 hours. Okay. If all the 3 pipes are kept open, then the tank would be filled in 8 hours. What is the capacity of the tank? Let us see that suppose A and B together can fill the tank in X hours, and C is the outlay pipe which can empty this tank in 10 hours. Then if these two are working together, the time taken by them to fill would be 8 hours, isn't it? And if these two are working together, then we know the formula. Formula is simply product by sum, isn't it? But this is minus 10, so it will be product by difference. And if it is 8 hours, then it is quite evident that X is less than 10, isn't it? A plus B would be able to fill the tank in less time than 10 hours. That means 10x upon 10 minus x is equals to 8. 10x is 80 minus 8x, 18x is 80, x is 40 by 9 hours. That means A and B together can fill up this tank in 40 by 9 hours. Now what is happening? When A and B are working together, they are pumping in 5 liters per minute. Then how much water they would be pumping in 40 by 9 hours? 40 by 9 into 60 into 5. Isn't it? That would be 4000 by 3. That is 1333.33. Now this much water is pumped in by A and B in the tank in their 40 by 9 hours at this rate. Then what is 1333.33? This is nothing but capacity of the tank. A can contains a mixture of two liquids A and B in the ratio 3:2. When 5 liters of the mixture is drawn and replaced with liquid B, the ratio now becomes 1:1. What quantity of liquid A was there in the can initially? Now, the concept and theory time. We call it replacement of mixtures. Very popular in mixtures. Suppose we have a can, there is liquid A filled in, the capacity of the can is E. With the small container C, we have taken out liquid A and added up liquid B to it, and we keep on repeating this process by taking out the mixture and adding liquid B, taking out the mixture and adding liquid B. Then after n times we have done this particular process, then proportion of liquid A left by proportion of liquid A in the beginning equals 1 minus C by E to the power n. Now, here, what was the proportion of liquid A left? Now you may ask what to take, liquid A or liquid B. If we are adding liquid B to it, in this formula A will feature. If we are adding liquid A every time, then in this formula B will feature. But here we are adding liquid B, so we can use this formula directly in our question with liquid A. Proportion of liquid A left is 1 by 2. Proportion of liquid A in the beginning is 3 by 5. That is equals to 1 minus C is small container size, that is 5. E is big container size, that is not known. And how many times we have done this? We have done this only once. So we have 1 by 2 into 5 by 3, 1 minus 5 by E, that is 5 by E equals 1 minus 5 by 6, that is 1 by 6. Therefore, E is 30 liters. The size of the container we are dealing with is 30 liters. Then what quantity of liquid A was there in the can initially? A initially was 3/5 of the container size, that is 18 liters. A shopkeeper had 10 kg of rice bought at the rate of rupees 40 per kg. 10 kg at the rate rupees 40 per kg, and bought another 30 kg of rice at the rate rupees 20. 30 kg at the rate rupees 20 per kg, and mixed the two. What is the cost of first type? 40 into 10, that is 400 rupees. Cost of second type is 30 into 20, that is 600 rupees. So the total cost of mixture is rupees 1000, and in mixture we have got 40 kgs. At what price per kg should he sell the mixture to get 15% profit on the cost price? Here on the cost price means cost price of mixture. So what is the cost price of mixture? 1000 rupees divided by 40, that will be rupees 25 per kg. Now he is selling at 15% profit, so selling price would be Cp into 100 plus profit by 100, isn't it? So that is 25 into 115 by 100 by 4, that would give me 28.75. So selling price of the mixture should be 28.75, option A, so that he can make 15% profit. A 7-character code is such that only even digit occurs at even place and only odd digit occurs at odd place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is odd, 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 and in this place we will have even digit, even digit, even digits. How many such codes can be made from digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9? All these are odd digits, and we have got 4 even digits. If the repetition of digits is allowed, that means in these 4 odd places we can have any of these 5 digits sitting, isn't it? So in how many ways that can happen? That can happen in 5 into 5 into 5 into 5, that is 5 to the power 4 ways. Similarly, now we need to place these 4 even digits in these 3 even places only. and at any place all these 5 can be used up because repetition of digits is allowed. So they can be placed up in these places in 4 to the power 3 ways. So answer is 5 to the power 4 into 4 to the power 3. Why into? Because it is AND. Place odd digits and or then placed even digits. 5 to the power 4 into 4 to the power 3 is option C. When a card is drawn at random from 100 cards numbered 1 to 100, find the probability that it is a square. Number should be a square. So how many numbers do we have between 1 to 100, including both 1 to 100, which are square? We know that we have got 10 of such number, isn't it? 1 is square, 2 is square, 3 is square, 4 is square, 5 is square, 6 square, 7, 8 is square, 9 is square, and 10 is square. So we have got 10 cases. So favorable cases we have are 10, and total number of cases would be 100C1 since we are drawing only one card out of 100, that is 100. Required probability that the number is a square is 10 by 100, that is favorable cases by total cases. Answer is 1 by 10. Option A fits in. A and B, A, B and C can do a piece of work in 20, 30 and 40 days respectively. A and C started the work and B joined 4 days later. A left X days before the completion. Let's work gets completed in X days. And C was also absent for 5 days in between. How many days will it take for the work to be completed? Let's work is completed in X days. Then how long A worked for? A left 8 days before the completion. A have started the work but left 8 days before completion. That means A worked for X minus 8 days. C was also absent for 5 days. C have also started. C must have worked for X minus 5 days. B joined 4 days later. That means B worked for X minus 4 days. Now if we use day work concept, day work fraction concept, what we'll get? A can complete the work in 20 days. That means in X minus 8 days, work done by A is X minus 8 by 20. B completes it in 30 days. The fraction of work done by B in X minus 4 days is X minus 4 by 30. C can complete it in 40 days and C works for X minus 5 days. The work done by C is X minus 5 by 40. And hence the total work is done. Total work done in fraction is always 1. If we solve this, we can very easily find the value of X. Let's do it. 20, 30, 40, LCM would be 120. 6x minus 48 plus 4x minus 16 plus 3x minus 15 equals to 1. 10 plus 3, 13x equals 120 plus 48, 168 plus 31 is 199. X equals 199 by 13, that is 15, 4 by 13 days. Now, for those who really actually wants to make this fast for themselves and want to solve this, yes, we have CM rule, and as you know, CM rule always rules, and see just how. A, B, C, 20, 30, 40. Just find the CM. 120. 120 by 20 is 6. 120 by 30 is 4. 120 by 40 is 3. Just find the total of these. That is 13. Now, A worked for 8 days less. Multiply 6 by 8. That is 48. B works for 4 days less. 4 into 4 is 16. C works for 5 days less, into 5 is 15. Find the total. 1, 9, 8, 11, 19, 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 79. Add 79 to 120. You'll get 199. Answer is 199 by 13. That is 15, 4 by 13. This is known as 5-second less calculative solution. CM rule rules. If the medians of right angle triangle, which are drawn from the vertices of acute angles, that means which are not 90 degree, acute angle means less than 90 degree, measure 6 centimeter and 8 centimeter, then find the length of the hypotenuse of the right angle triangle. Suppose we have a right angle triangle ABC. We are looking out for the length AC. Now we have a median AE and median CD. Suppose AE is 8 centimeter given and CD is 6 centimeter. Since these are median that meets at the midpoint of the line segment, can I call it XX, and D is the median again, can I call it ADY and DBY. Okay. Now look at triangle ABE. Triangle ABE is a right angle triangle, isn't it? Then we can say that AB square plus BE square equals to AE square. That means AB is 2y, 4y is square plus x is square equals AE is 8, that is 64. Similarly, if we look at triangle DBC, which is also again a right angle triangle, I can say DB is square plus BC square equals to CD square. DB is y is square plus BC is 2x, that is 4x square equals to CD is 6, that is 36. Now these two equations, let me add up. What I'll get? 4y square plus y square is 5y square plus x square plus 4x square, that will be 5x square equals to 64 plus 36, that is 100. That means x square plus y square equals to 100 by 5, that is 20. Now what I am looking out for is AC. What is AC square? AC square is 2y square plus 2x square, that is 4y square plus 4x square, and we have this value of x square plus y square, isn't it? So this would be 4 into 20, that is 80. Therefore AC is root 80, that is 16 into 5, which would be 4 root 5 centimeter. Option C. If 20 liters of water is added to a tub already filled with 120 liters of diluted milk, so we have already 120 liters, and with this 20 liters of water is added. That means now the volume is 140 liters. The concentration of the milk in the tub will be 80%. So how much is the milk? So 80% of 140 liter is 112 liters, and as we can see that no milk was added. Now the question is, what was the concentration of milk in the tub before adding the water? Before adding the water, there was only 120 liters, out of which 112 was milk because no milk is added. So the percentage we are looking out for is 112 by 120 into 100. 2 is like 56 and this is 6. 2, 3, 2, 28. So it is 280 by 3, that is 3.33%. Option C fits in. A thief sees a policeman from 100 meters. Policeman, thief, 100 meters. And runs off in the opposite direction. At the rate of 15 kph. 2 minutes later, after 2 minutes, that means how far is now thief from the police? Let us first calculate or convert the speed of thief into MPS. We know that 1 kph is equals to 5 by 18 meter per second. That means 15 kph is 15 into 5 by 18. That is 25 by 6 meter per second. So in 2 minutes, thief is 25 by 6 meter into 60 seconds into 2, isn't it? Thief is 500 meters in front of P, or thief is 500 meters ahead of its own initial position. That means this is T2. This is the position of thief when P starts chasing. 2 minutes later, the policeman sees the thief and chases him at a speed of 20 kph. Now the distance which P needs to cover up to catch T2 is relatively 600 meter. Is not 600 meter, is relatively 600 meter. Since P and T both are running in the same direction, relative speed of P with respect to thief would be 20 minus 15, that is 5 kph. 5 kph is 25 by 18 meter per second. That means police would be covering 25 by 8 meters of the relative distance in 1 second. 25 by 18 meters would be covered in 1 second. That means 600 meters would be covered in 18 by 25 into 600 seconds. 24 into 18 is how much? 432 seconds. With help of direct formulas of speed and time ratio also we can solve it. How? Suppose this is the meet point. This is position T2, this is position P. And this distance is 600 and this distance is X. If they both meet at meet point 1, that means the time taken from this point to this point for T2 and time taken for P from this P to M both is same. Now what is the formula to calculate time? Time is distance by speed. Then we can say 600 plus X by speed of P is 20 equals X by speed of thief is 15. We can use kph because this will be cancelled out in the ratio. This is 3, this is 4. 1800 plus 3x is 4x. So we get x equals to 1800. That means total distance traveled by P is 1800 plus 600, that is 2400 meters. Now how much time will P take to cover up 2800 meters at a speed of 20 kph? Now the speed of police is 20 into 5 by 18, that is 50 by 9 meter per second. This is distance, this is speed, time is distance by speed. 2400 into 9 by 50. 48. 48 into 9 is something same as 24 into 18, that is 432 seconds. Thank you everyone for participating. This is Mohit Jain from MJ's Maths and Stats. That's MJ Magic Studio to you. Please subscribe to the channel and do watch these videos. They are going to help you out a lot. I'll see you soon. Thank you.